Welcome, everybody. And let me actually try and understand what's going on here. Why are we seeing a 2010 case alive or resurrected in 2024? Vinit ji, how do you explain what's happening?
Barkha, Ram Ram to you, Ram Ram to all my co-panelists and everybody who's watching us. I myself have one question. Why did the LG take so much of time? Should have been arrested. She should have been punished by now. And she should have been made an example by now. What she did is something which is, I call them as to be enemies within. It's an extreme case where you leave, stay, but yet you try to break that country. And she has been doing this. And rightfully said by the former CDS, General Rawat, he said we are fighting 2.5 front war. This is that half front where your internal enemies, your enemies within, try to create this kind of ruckus. So I think it is delayed. LG should have given this permission years back. She should have been prosecuted. By now, she should have served her term.
By now, she should have served her term. But given that it didn't happen all these years, why is it happening now, Vinitji? According to you, she should have been jailed for those comments.
That's the question which is hovering in my mind, that why was she given this liberty all these years? Had a simple citizen done some small things like pickpocketing or maybe something like that, he would have been punished by now. Now, where somebody has done such a heinous crime of, trying to speak against the motherland, trying to be in cohesion with the deep green and the deep reds, and we know that she has been funded. Now, somebody who has been funded, somebody who has all these kind of elements should have been arrested, prosecuted, and by now she should have finished her terms also. So this delay is questionable. And I am also asking, the only thing is you're asking from other angle and I'm asking it from a different angle. My angle is right.
So it's a good change of headlines is what you're actually saying. We don't know. Vinitji, is that what you say? Is that what you would agree with? And let me add a point of my own. My election travels started in Kanyakumari and ended in Kashmir. And this is the point when the government should have been doubling down on the extraordinary headlines from Kashmir in terms of its turnout, right? Historic turnout. Instead, you've gone back to some old chapter of Kashmir. Uski to hum kitna aage nikal gaye hain on the Kashmir discourse also.
As I said in my first this thing also that it is delayed. Only thing is it is delayed because as per me she should have been convicted and served her terms. Now see, Barkha, let me make a point. Separatist or whether it is sectionist, whether there are enemies within, whether there are these Naxalites, or there are characters like Sarjit Imam, what Tehseen Bhai said. This all are the output or a product of these seeds which have been sowed by these kind of farmers called us, Susan Arundhati Roy. Now, Susan Arundhati Roy knows what she does. She does it deliberately with full knowledge, and she knows that the repercussions don't come in 1 to 2 days. She's trying to set an agenda which will create a new world order. When I say new world order, it means orders for weapons from both the side, whether it is from the security forces.
But she's so powerful. One person can set a new world order. One person can set a new world order. Then she should have been able to define. She should have been able to ensure a loss for Prime Minister Modi to start with. Forget a new world order.
No. So who said that she is only one? This is your assumption. When there is an investigation, you identify, then you'll know what are her links. So let the investigating agencies have their own work done. They will identify whether she is a lone wolf or she is a part of the larger deep green and deep red cartel around you, which wants to break the country.
Viniji, do you think that she should be sent to jail for her opinion on Kashmir expressed in 2010? And what might you think will that make India look like in the eyes of the world?
So let me answer your second question first, and then I'll answer the first one. It will send a serious message to the world that we don't take separatists and enemies within lightly. We will take the same actions what you expect US to take against people like them or USSR to take against like that. There are provisions in this law, and world will look at us in a higher spirit.
Okay.
We don't take it lightly. One. And let me answer your first question. I wish there were a stringent law and which could have been taken up somewhat with the courts. When the courts can open at 3 o'clock for terrorists, why can't the courts call the government and say, why did you delay this? They should punish people who have delayed this. They should take this on the fast track. Question the authorities. Why did they take 11 years?
Vinit Goenka, if you want to be a Vishwa Guru, you have to allow your outliers. I think Sanjay Hedge used the word eccentrics. Individuals who are on the margins, who do not reflect the dominant opinion of a country, to be there, express their opinion. You
Thank
cannot
you.
jail people. You cannot be a world leader and jail people for having an unpalatable opinion.
One request to Tehseen Bhai, don't trivialize this matter as to be BJP versus opposition. Don't bring politics in everything. Well, there has to be an investigation why this delay happened for 11 years. This should have been done then and there itself. You cut the cancer there and there itself. Okay. When I said world order, Teshin Bhai, it is about orders of the weapons and the equipments which we as a state had to do, and the terrorists did it to harm us. So please understand that it's not a very simple thing. And see, if I would have been the prosecuting agency, I would have also put homicide against this lady, because when she pushes innocent Kashmiri, innocent Muslims to take arms in the hand, she is responsible for this particular activity. So for me, decent is okay, but when you deliberately incite people under the name of separatists, then they should be dealt with iron hand. And then lastly, one thing I'll tell you, Arnabji talked about her career. This is exactly Arnabji unknowingly said, this is her career. This is where she was paid, and she did this with intention of career. So we cannot ignore that. There I durust hai, Sarkar or agencies should take action. And also we should penalize those people who delayed this action taking. So we should rather ask one question: why didn't you take action 11 years back?
Okay.
So, I like the way everybody likes to trivialize it, headline management, as if they know all the politics and the things going on in the mind of the Prime Minister. Sir, for a God's sake, understand that they have more issues to be dealt with. As I said, she is somebody who should be handled by an IO level officer, investigating level officer, not even a commissioner of police. So please, sir, don't trivialize the entire matter. It's about my motherland. You may like my motherland, may not like, that is your issue, but you cannot speak against my motherland, sir. We take great objection to this. You try whatever
Okay,
narrative
but
you said,
no
but
one,
we'll tell you.
no one is speaking. No one is speaking against our
Don't
country, but
trivialize it
there
so
are.
much, headline management, as if, as if she is going to
It's
be
a, it's a,
investing
it's a.
BJP.
It's
I laugh on these
Viniji.
particular trivialized efforts.
Viniji. In politics, there are many other things happening. Kashmir is not a. The terror attacks in Jammu are a live issue, but the discourse of Miss Roy is not a
And they have been
live or current
instigated
issue.
because an innocent Muslim is instigated because of her statement. Had she not
Okay,
spoken, my innocent
that
Muslim
is
brother would
your,
have been working somewhere,
that is,
been sitting
that is your,
especially sitting in an
okay,
air-conditioned room. She could have been sitting in such
okay,
studios.
Tehseen,
The poor guy is
Tehseen,
being
Tehseen.
implicated by these words.